I don't want to criticize anybody, but for me, I never thought that an arranged marriage was a good idea just because I kind of would like to know the person before I get married, I guess. But I do have a friend, Sharanya, from elementary school, and her parents' marriage was arranged. And they've been married, I don't know how long they've been married, but I think they're still married. And they were always quite happy, so it seems to work in some places. I just know that for me, I'd like to know the person before I meet, get married to them, spend the rest of my life with them.
I think arranged marriages are not either good or bad. There are situations where arranged marriages works, and that's the example of my parents and my whole family. My mother just didn't know my father before. They live together, they love together, they have me and my brother and sister. They still together. We have a beautiful time together. It's a nice family. I love them. But I also think that not arranged marriages are good too.
I think arranged marriages are a bad thing. Being from a culture where they're not commonly practiced and where sometimes they're frowned upon, I think that's had a big influence over my opinion on them. I think two people have to meet each other, spend a lot of time together, and fall in love in order for a marriage to work. I think in arranged marriages, where people often meet for the first time on their wedding day, is scary. I can't imagine that happening to me. I would need to know the person that I'm going to marry for a very long time before I decide to commit to them.
I actually think arranged marriages are a great idea. I think a lot of the problem in dating and relationships has to do with choice and always having to decide, is this the best I could do? Is this as good as it gets? Is this how it's supposed to be? And I really think that if somebody picked out somebody for me and I had to do it and I didn't have a choice, I could make that marriage work.
I like arranged marriages. I think they work. In fact, my parents were an arranged marriage when they grew up in Korea. They didn't meet until about 2 weeks before the wedding, and they've been married for 30 years. So obviously it works.